Every man lives, not every man truly dies.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to the Fluffenhammer. I am Adam. This zombie you see beside me is Andy.
Ah!
That is real weird to see.
Why? It's what I look like on Twitch. Don't judge me.
Right. Apologies for the late start. Technical issues have kicked me in the head. No George tonight. He is ill. Unfortunately. And
So diseased.
And if anything else could go horribly wrong, it probably will. So I look forward to seeing how everything breaks. Apparently, Andy, you look dead and rotten to the core. So,
This is an accurate look of how I am. I think this is my best appearance that I've ever had in life so far.
To be
I
fair,
feel very good about it.
I've never seen you in a tie.
I know, right? No, that's a lie. I was in a tie for your wedding. Shambling along.
You were actually in a tie for my wedding. I've forgotten this fact. I've forgotten that you were at my wedding. I've just forgotten that you wore a tie.
What do you think I was wearing at your wedding?
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Jai. Hello, Sean. Hello, Liberty. Hello, everyone. Welcome on. Thank you for allowing me to just escape that question.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just think of you wearing a tutu. That's all it is. It's just a lovely little tutu. A wonderful...
Hey, that was a special thing shared between you and me that one night. You know, we don't need other people to know.
Kind of do, for legal reasons, for legally binding reasons. Where's my cup of tea? There's my cup of tea. So tonight is brought to you by some nice little lemon and ginger tea. Mm.
Oh my God, you're going all in.
Oh yeah.
I suppose it's getting to Christmas. You allow ginger in your tea at the moment.
I drink a lot of ginger. I drink a lot of lemon and ginger. It's
oh my God.
It's good.
Do you get fresh ass ginger? Do you get that weird, disgusting root and cut it up?
Sometimes. Actually,
oh my God. Okay.
In all honesty, yeah. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
you take some ginger shavings and you get a lemon, squeeze it down, and put that into a little colander, and then into the hot water it goes, and leave it to ferment for a while. Yeah, it's very, very good for the voice.
Do you ever get like a root? I guess you call it a root. Do you ever get a root of ginger and get some googly eyes and stick it on them?
No, but I'm going.
Why not?
I'm going to now.
You could do that and then like go up to Abby and say, "Stop shaving me," and start wiggling it at her face and screaming.
Oh,
I do that.
Stitcher 98. Hello. Oh, this is quite a nice little gathering, isn't it? Shall we all get round the campfire and tell stories? Wonderful, wonderful tales. Tales of the unexpected.
Oh my God.
No? We're not going to tell tales of the unexpected? Okay.
I like Tales of the Crypt.
Tales of the unexpected crypt.
Surprise! This is the crypt from nowhere.
Surprise, motherfucker. I'm the crypt keeper. Wow!
He's a fun boy.
I've been watching the animated series on Amazon Prime. It is so much fun. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
it's not bad really for a kid's show. It's like it's a fairly decent adaptation, I'd think, and obviously like made much more sanitary for kids. But it's still like it's not too bad. I think Goosebumps was scarier. I think probably because it was real, it was scarier for me as a kid.
I mean, in all honesty, right, the animated series, it has a tendency to lean into the silly parts of horror. And that works perfectly. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It removes all the sex, violence, and videotape. No, sex, violence, and blood. But what it does do is a really, really good line in just making things unsettling. So there's always that weird sense of the other that's taking place, like the one where the kids got shrunk down to ant sizes. That. There's no point where they're not sitting around not in peril. They're in peril the entire time. Ants are going to eat their heads.
Yeah.
It's really good fun.
I think Tales from the Crypt, the cartoon show, was one of those cartoons where I'd get in from school and it was too late. It had already gone by because I think it was on ITV or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just like I always wanted to watch the Beetlejuice cartoon, but that started at 3:00 when school finished. So by the time I got home, from walking. It was like, I've got 5 minutes of it left. Oh, I love credits. Woo! Look at all these people that made the show. I really care about them as a child.
I'm just going to stop you there. Sean.
Okay.
Sean says, I walked into a disco. There were orcs, trolls, and Nazgul doing their best moves. It was Mordor on the dance floor.
Oh my God.
I don't have a pit, unfortunately, but I'm tempted to dig one now.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, just into the pit he goes. Into the pit. So, Andy, what hobby have you been doing? Actually, that's a good point. For those of you who have not come across the Fluffenhammer before, I'm Adam. That's Andy. He's a zombie.
Hi. Yeah.
What hobby have you been doing, Mr. Andy?
Oddly enough, I've actually been doing some today. Not a huge amount, granted. I've been busy doing other work, as it were. But I tried my hand at wet blending on Kurdos, the Craven King. I don't know how well it's turned out. Well, I'll judge myself harshly when the final product comes out. But I was trying, because I was getting really annoyed by doing what I was doing before, which was getting a Hex Wraith Flame or Nighthorn Gloom and sloshing that on the ghosty part and then just doing a dry brush of, what is it, Celestial Grey or something over the top.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I've been looking at my models with that kind of thing and I've been like, it just doesn't look great. So I thought, well, with Kurdos, why not push the boat out a little bit and we'll try a little bit of the wet blending. So I did black, and I've been trying to transfer it into like a blue color. And then once that's done, and if that's okay, I'll just dry brush some Celestial Grey on the bottom tips of his little floaty parts, and we'll see how that goes. And I painted up his chair, and I painted up his two boys, and I did the similar kind of wet blending or attempt on his big flag as well. So that's what I've been doing, because I keep looking at all the things on my desk and going, I don't know what to do. There's too many things on my desk, and I don't know what to touch.
Yeah, I know that issue quite well. I'm just going to get a picture of Kurdos up because I have a question for you about him.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be really fun to edit out these bits, isn't it? Where I'm...
what, the duty do's?
Yeah, where I'm trying to find something and just going, now where and how do I do this bit? Because I've never considered how I'm going to do these. So.
Oh, you mean showing them on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could probably be a good idea to, in future, organize myself a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how it works on yours, but on Streamlabs OBS, because you've just got OBS. On Streamlabs OBS, you can create different, I think they're called scenes or something.
Yeah.
And you can just click the button in between them. I think you've got something similar on OBS as well.
Yeah, that's there. So, but anyhow, I've got a picture of Kurdos the Craven King.
Oh, there he is.
I'm just going to cover your face with him. There we go. So the two guys at the side, right?
Yeah.
In the fiction, do they have any form of story that you know of?
As far as I remember, yes, they do. They're the people or something like that have been wronged by Kurdos in life, and since Kurdos can't speak, they kind of, since he can't speak, they'll be like, ho, Kurdos, he's lost this many battles. Oh, Kurdos is so lame, he's not even a real king. Ho. Okay. That's what I remember their lore to be.
Excellent. In that case, then, my headcanon works perfectly. For these,
what was your headcanon?
These are the Toot Boys, ex-wrestling champions from the realm of death.
Oh, okay.
And one of them, you've got Tutor and Flagger. Tutor here is obviously the speaking member of the role, the shall we say, the Hawk of Legion of Doom, to the silent animal who just stands in the background and waves a flag. And as you can see, Tutor here, he just walks around with his little tooting machine. Trumpet, that's the word I'm after. Going,
tooting machine.
Tooting machine. This man's a bit of an ass. Kurdos doesn't have any legs. And in the background, you've got Flagger just waving the flag back and it says, this man blows goats and I have proof. And they just sit behind him and just insult him the entire time. And that's why Kurdos is always upset.
That's pretty much it for the most part. Yeah. From what I remember from reading the lore, they're there to punish Kurdos. So I'm not exactly sure how Nagash punishes these two, because it seems like they're doing a good job. Apart from being dead, apart from being a insubstantial ghost and having to just follow around this guy who like brutally killed you and whatnot. Apart from that, that's not too. I think they might be his brothers. Or they're related to him somehow. I remember that.
Right. Okay. Could there be a son?
Because I think he killed his family members to then become the king, or in turn to try and become a king, something like that, right?
Jai asks,
Yeah,
are those
chat
two
notes.
guys just the ghostly equivalents of the Inquisitor dudes hanging off Feridor?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, they could be. I'd be all right with that.
Oh my god, Jai also asks, isn't that just the trumpet meme? The doot skeleton. Oh man, never considered that. That's better than anything I came up with, god damn it.
You need to add the flag person in there as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not only a Duta, it's also the flag time.
Flag time.
Yeah, flag time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Flag Time. I'm gonna flag you up.
Oh my god.
Delicious use of the internet by watching us.
Hello, Matt. Thank you for the good luck message. Right, so shall we get on? What have I done? Have you done any more hobby, Andy? Or has that been about it?
No, that's really been about it. I did spray up a little bit of the Space Marine, the McFarlane Space Marine recently as well, and I found the issue. I would recommend for anybody who wants to customize a McFarlane figure. I would and you still want it to be a like movable, posable action figure. Don't buy the artist proof versions. Buy the ones that already have painted joints, because usually the joints are painted black.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And if they're painted black, it means that when you move the joints, paint's not gonna rub or anything like that. If you're painting up an artist proof one, I don't know how to seal the paint in so it won't chip while you move the joints. Because all the time I'm like moving joints, I'm noticing the paint's just going away on the joints for obvious reasons, because it's rubbing away. The only way I've seen online to get rid of that is pull the figure apart and then sand down the joints.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
And I'm like, I'm not willing to do that. That sounds like too much faff.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you, that was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it's a problem in itself just pulling some of the Space Marines apart, because I got the one with is it a Hellblaster, the really big plasma cannon?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got him, and I tried doing the whole thing of throwing his legs and his whole torso into boiling water and leaving it there for a bit. I've done that, and one of the feet just will not come out of the joints. It just will not. It won't pop at all. I'm like, okay, if I pull any harder, I feel that one thing is going to give, or I'm not going to be able to get it back in. So I'm just kind of leaving it in there.
Okay. Did you use?
What about you, Gruff? What do you?
Did you use the hot water technique?
Yeah. Like I say, I threw them into boiling water.
But did you leave them in there for a long period of time?
Yeah. I heard them screaming. They stopped eventually.
Right. That's right. As long as pain.
Yeah.
As long as pain happens, that's the main thing.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. You just need to make sure that you don't put your hand in there too soon and get the figures out. Otherwise, you're also the one in pain.
Indeed.
Yeah.
When you put them in, don't leave your hand in there. That's a bad idea. Yeah.
But sometimes you need to feel alive at least once, don't you?
A little bit. As for myself, I did some streams making some dwarf bikers. So got my squat bikers now.
Woo!
Which I'm going to just quickly show to the camera. So I've now got 3 dwarf bikers. Which is really cool. So I'm happy with them.
How old are the molds for the bikes?
Though I don't know, they're actually orc molds. They're orc bikes.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're that old as such. Maybe
really
5-6 years. I'm not entirely sure. I'd never seen them before.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how I got hold of them, because I've had them for a while now.
Did you see a child in the street and wrangle him off him and then push him in the road? I would.
I think. Maybe serves me right. I think I was going to use them to try and do Gene Stealer cult stuff originally, and it was mentioned to me that the Primaris bikes would be too big, which is what I was going for, because I wanted like Judge Dredd style bikes. But they were going to be too big for a cultist, so I'm sure that they said use these ones, so that's why I got them originally, and then never did it.
You know what you should have done? You should have just burnt all your money and got the resin Custodes bikes, whatever those ones are called. That would have been nice and easy. Then you could have had flying squat bikes.
Yes, Liberty. This squat bike was in fact the one that was building when you were on the other day.
Oh my god!
You came on with me and George. And then just introduced George to cult, and that was it. That was the end. We never saw him again because he became far too ill.
Hang on, did you say you introduced George to a cult?
To the RPG game Cult.
Oh, I thought you just meant to a cult. I was like, okay. I didn't know that's what Twitch was for these days. That's interesting.
Yeah. We just invite people. We just invite cult members on in order to get George to lead the cult and become the thing that they worship, and then end the world.
Well, you need representation, don't you? So you got to think of all cults. Not all cults are like bad, right? That's what my cult tells me, at least.
Not entirely sure. That's a good sentence, in all honesty.
I don't know. I'll need to ask the Grand Leader about this later.
The other thing I've done is I put together a Imperial Space Crusade Dreadnought.
Oh, yeah, I saw some pictures of this. You put up on Discord and the Facebook page, right?
Yep. So that's a 3D print as done by our mutual friend Phil. He printed that out for me. And it is gorgeous, and I think I'm going to paint it up in Deathwing colours.
Man, if you had your own 3D printer.
Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat. Please put a 3D printer in my hat.
Out of interest, does it have the 3D printer texture? You know how 3D printers, at least when I remember seeing people do their own 3D stuff, it's usually not very smooth. Is it smooth or
Very
what?
smooth. Look how smooth it is. Ooh, look at it. It's so smooth. Jai says, if there are going to be regular streams, then you need to get channel points enabled. I don't know how to do that. So
you need to be an affiliate to get channel points.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm not. I think there's only 25 followers at the moment. I haven't reached the 50.
Yeah, it's more like you need the thing I found harder was getting 3 consistent views for every stream. I mean, it might not be an issue here.
I've got that.
Lots of people here.
The only thing I need is to get 50. With all those 50.
Oh, get the follows. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's it. I've done everything else.
Wow.
I got Ross to try to lead me through a few different things when I first started moving everything over to Twitch. And Ross, being Ross, is absolutely brilliant, knows his stuff, and he just did everything for me, told me exactly what I need to do, spot on. And then the next day, we hit every single mark on one of the streams. It was like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's good.
But we haven't hit the 50. So if you have any friends out there who enjoy the Fluffenhammer, come to Twitch, find us, come and give us a look, give us a watch, give us a view, come and enjoy my face. That's enough enjoying of that.
Wow, the privilege on this man having a face when his guest doesn't.
You are the faceless, yeah. You had a motorbike accident and now have no face.
It must be nice to have a nose. Jeez, what's it like to smell?
It's really bad. I desperately need to get a shot. Jesus Christ. Oof, it's not pleasant at all. What else have I done? Not a huge amount. Literally done another layer on my squig, Mangler squigs. So there's only probably about another 15 hours of work left to do on him.
You'll get that done within the next few days then.
And started.
They look great.
Started putting together the next set of squat soldiers. So these are going to be more like a assault. So there'll be all chainswords and everything. I don't know if I've actually shown off these guys. So there's the tactical squat, which is Bolter and Thunderhammer. And these are the heavy weapon squats, so to speak.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, and then of course I think I've shown this off, but and then of course there's the Goliath tank, which is.
Oh, does it have a battle station mode?
Not yet, but
siege mode.
StarCraft stole that idea.
Oh, what? No, that's not true. It's not possible. Here's a question. Have you thought of getting your Mangler squig or like getting another set of Mangler squigs and turning them into wolf rats? Granted, very, very big wolf rats, but...
Not until just now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you wanted to do a Clan Mulder, especially with like the Gene Stealer cult abomination ideas that you've got going now,
well,
you could do it.
You say that, but Mulder is probably my second... Yeah, we'll say Mulder is my second favourite Skaven clan. At the top is
yes,
always
I knew it
Skiri.
wasn't me first.
Skiri is always there, then Mulder, then Eshin, then Pestilence at the bottom. Yeah,
I'd probably rate it the same as well. Because Eshin's, I mean, Eshin's fine, but I wouldn't want an army of assassins.
No, I don't think that works, does it? Like,
It's a weird
where's
idea.
the opposing army? And then they'll just throw off the hedges.
Giant pit traps just open up underneath you, and just a giant chasm appears. That'd be all right.
These rats laughing at you. No, the entire army's just got quilts over the top of them, but it's green quilts. No, it's the stuff that they used to make the old 90s battlefields out of. So they've all got that over them, so you can't see them on top of the grass.
Oh my god, that'd be great, yeah. Can you actually make an Eshin army? You probably can, right? They probably just don't have many specialized units or unique units, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be mostly clan rats, then gutter runners and assassins, and you could run the whatever the hell they were called from Warhammer Quest, Silver Tower. The double Skaven that you hit one and the other one gets hurt as well, but one hits, both of them hit.
I know in Total War Warhammer, they did. I think they made some unique units to, make Eshin a little bit more viable, or at least stand on their own with just having their own stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head.
We shall call them Rat Runners.
I think you got an Eshin sorcerer, and then you got some specialized Eshin stalker kind of troops, so they could stay hidden until the last moment, then ambush people from behind by surprise.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Liberty's asking, are you going to be putting these up on YouTube after recording them? Yes, we are. So the live recordings are literally live recordings. Then I will be editing these and releasing them on the usual things as well. Cut down a little bit for stuff that doesn't work for audio. That's the plan, anyhow. I might just.
Oh my god.
I might just scream into the void and just go, "Here, have it," and then not bother editing.
You should get the wife on board and get her to become your editor.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I don't think Abby's actually watching tonight. No, she's not. So, Abby, you've always wanted to get involved in hobbies.
Do you want to edit the videos?
Do you want to spend 6 hours of your life editing this?
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, this will probably turn out to be like a 2-hour show or so it won't be 6 hours. It'll be 8 hours.
Oh yeah, but the editing process usually doubles the amount of time than the project you're working on. To be fair. So you weren't too far off.
Doubles, triples. It's pretty much the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it always takes so long. I enjoy the process, but bloody hell, it takes a long time.
It do indeed.
So outside of that, is there anything that's popped up onto your brain of late? Joy says you say 6 hours, but she'd get it done in 30 minutes to just show you up.
Yeah, that's true. She could do it. I believe in Abby.
Yeah, probably. So is there anything that's been springing into your mind of late? Because there's a few things I've seen from the Warhammer community site which has popped up, and I don't know if you've seen them. I mean, have you seen the Red Harvest stuff?
No, not really. I've been just keeping my eye on the Total War Warhammer side of things because they've been pooping out loads of trailers at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, they have, haven't they? The Total War Warhammer looks like it's really starting to kick off into lots. That's the no other word for it.
Yeah,
it's just lots.
I think we still don't have a solid release date on it. It just says early 2022 at the moment, but I'm guessing that's maybe January of. It's probably February or March since they don't have January down. I'm guessing that they're just farting out the trailers because they have them. They're building up hype, and they're probably grinding really hard at the moment to just try and get everything sorted and finished beforehand. What I don't know is I don't think they're going to have all 4 Chaos factions available at the start. I think they're going to do 4 in total because that's kind of what the standard has been for each of the Total War Warhammer games so far.
Yeah.
First one was Empire and Vampire Counts, Dwarves and Orcs. And then they built out from that. And the second one was Elves and Dark Elves and Skaven and Lizardmen. And then they built out from there as well. Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's probably going to be Carthy and Tzeentch are going to be the 2 rival factions, and Khorne and Kislev going to be the next 2 factions, or in that kind of versus each other. I don't know who the next faction will be, but obviously Nurgle and Slaanesh will get something at some point just further down the line.
Yeah, I keep hearing rumour. Right, this is one of the things that keeps happening. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter which area of the hobby I'm looking at, somebody will talk about Chaos Dwarfs and make me upset. And apparently Chaos Dwarfs are rumoured for incoming for Total War.
That would be neat. I don't think that would happen anytime soon, though. Like I say, because it'll take them a while just to get out all of the Chaos factions and then force us to fight them as well.
Yeah.
But then maybe down the line, yeah, like I wouldn't be shocked if that happened.
No, just give me my fucking big-hatted dwarfs. Please, just give me my goddamn big-hatted dwarfs.
Why would you want that in Total War Warhammer, though? It's not a game that I don't think your system can run at all, is it? And you don't like modern games. You hate modern games.
It's not that I hate them. It's that I find them very boring. To be honest. But no, I mean, something like Total War Warhammer, I'd love to have a go at, but I just do not have. I just saw Chaos Drops come up in the chat. It's something I'd be interested in going at. My PC will not run it. I do need a new PC. But my God, I just need Chaos Dwarfs in my life. I need just inject them into my veins. Big hats first. Please. Give me my kid. Please.
One day.
Well,
did you hear the rumor that they're what they call CA, the people that are making Total War? There are rumors, and they've been flown around for a while, but they might be doing after Total War Warhammer. They might be doing something like Total Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. They better start calling it Total Warhammer, because the fact that it's Total War Warhammer, it baffles my head. It's
a bit too much. I agree. It doesn't flow off the tongue too well, but I guess they have to keep Total War because that's their series, and then it has to be Warhammer. So it's like you say, does not flow off the tongue very nice.
No, it's the like when they created Sonic Generations and they didn't call it Sonic Ages, and I never will understand why they didn't do that. It doesn't make sense to me. Look, you've got it there. It's in the brand name. You can do this.
To be fair, are there not enough questions of why did you do this when talking about Sonic just in general? You look at Sonic and you're like, oh, guys, why? I mean, Sonic. What was was it Sonic Generations that came out? No, Sonic Mania came out, and everyone was like, yeah, Sonic. And hasn't Sega just kind of rolled that back to going, oh no, more Sonic games, and they're doing the crappy, more crappy 3D ones. Hasn't that been the case?
Yes, unfortunately.
Or am I being silly?
No, you're absolutely bang on. They've decided, nope, we're not doing anything else with this. And what the hell's Christian Whitehead's company, whose name has gone out my head entirely. It's something head, Screwhead or something. They are now making their own game. They're doing their own IP.
Oh, okay. Oh, these were the fans that made the Sonic Mania, were they?
The guys that made Sonic Mania are now making something of their own IP. Which brilliant.
Not bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's really annoying that there isn't a Sonic Mania 2, because Sonic Mania was majestic.
It was the best Sonic game in decades, and it's really bad to say decades, but it's true.
Yeah. Best Sonic game since Sonic Adventure, and that came out in 1999.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to defer to you because I was never a big fan of Sonic whenever he turned 3D anywhere in any form, like on the Sega Mega Drive or Sega CD, whichever one it was. I was like, oh, no, thank you. That's no good. And I kind of kept going back the only time I really played Sonic Adventure was when I was in a Virgin Cinema, and they just had the Sega a Dreamcast just out for everybody to play, and I played like a few seconds of it. I was like, whoa, this feels weird. Don't like it. I did like rolling around at the speed of sound.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow your rainbow.
Follow me, set me free, do something the city. I don't know the words, I just know the tune's banging.
There was always a thing I used to do to really wound a few people up, which was to start singing that in a slightly Irish accent and turn it into a jig. Please, follow me, let me see, watch me and we will escape from the city.
Why was there a killer whale who's trying to eat Sonic? I know killer whales are like the assholes of the sea, but why?
Well, you see, killer whales naturally want to eat hedgehogs. It's one of those weird circle of life things where any hedgehog that falls into the sea will automatically get attacked by killer whales. And any killer whale...
Oh, is it like caviar for them because it's like really rare?
Mm-hmm, yeah. And any killer whale that finds itself beached will be stabbed to death by thousands of hedgehogs with tiny knives.
I don't know why. You say this, and I'm thinking to myself, could we do a story where to placate Cthulhu to not rise from his home, that we just feed it like every like 20 years or so? There is the great release of hedgehogs where they just dump thousands of hedgehogs into the Laurentian abyss, where obviously Cthulhu's lying, so
Of course,
he can
of course.
pop his little popcorns, his little hedgehog popcorns, and then go back to sleep for a bit.
Are you saying that there should be some kind of hedgehog breeding farm that is there for just Cthulian appetite?
I'm saying there is. I'm not saying there might be. I'm saying there is.
Okay, that explains why Cthulhu doesn't rise.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, he would have came up by now, surely, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, maybe he does. In this day and age, who would notice?
It's true.
Jai is saying this is no different than the stuff that Mikey comes out with. I just want to point out that we had a conversation with Mikey, which I can't repeat any of here, which literally just made me sit back for a couple of hours and go, do I really know Mikey at all? You know the conversation.
No. The question should be, do you want to know? Do you want to know Mikey at all? The answer is always no.
Yeah, they feel like reporting to the authorities, to tell you that much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we've really got off the beaten track here. There's something I wanted to show and talk about, and that is this guy. So what we have in front of us here is the Eightfold Watcher. I don't know if you've spent much time looking at the Eightfold Watcher, Mr. Andy.
Because I'm watching the stream live, we're a few seconds behind visually. Oh, there he is, the new guy from Warcry, you mean?
Yes,
yeah. I saw people making fun and going, oh, it's the guy from Jeepers Creepers. I was like, oh yeah, I can't unsee that now.
I'm actually really annoyed by this.
What?
Well, he's got 4 arms, the spidery head, and all that stuff happening at the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at his feet, he's got like what I thought were really weird feet, but then they might be. They look like Raziel feet. I thought for a second that was going to be the silent people from Beastgrave. I thought they were going to start releasing
the silent people.
Yes, the bug people.
Oh yeah, the rumored bug people. Yeah.
So I thought this was going to be the beginning of the bug people. They were actually going to get round to doing the bug people army. I was like, ooh.
Is that not what this is potentially?
Well,
this does well,
it says that that's a mask. I mean, it doesn't.
He's still got 4 arms though.
He does. I mean, it doesn't actually say that he is a chaos character. It just says that.
I assume he must be though, right? Well, I mean, he's in the world of Warcry, so he's not pure and innocent, shall we say?
No, absolutely not. It just says here that is the severed head of a giant chaos warped spider he's using as a mask.
Oh, that's kind of neat. We haven't seen warp spiders before.
No.
Oddly enough, I think if that's what the face looks like, they look very similar to whatever the spiders were called in Warcraft 3. What were they called?
Oh, the Nerubians.
Yeah, it looks like a Nerubian face, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Those things were so cool. Even in death.
There was a lot of, to be fair, there were a lot of cool things in Warcraft 3 which Games Workshop, which weren't ever lifted from Games Workshop, and Games Workshop never lifted from them. No.
Well, I mean, if you've if you've got something as good as Warcraft 3, I mean, you want to use it for as much as you can, don't you? You want to keep running whilst it's still hot. You want to, hammer straight on the anvil. You've got Warcraft 3, get out Frozen Throne. Brilliant. Oh my God, this is record breaking. So let's keep on going. Let's make an even bigger, even better RTS. Let's get more concepts in there. Let's forget about RTSs and make World of Warcraft instead.
Like I've said to you before, to be fair, they made a lot of money with World of Warcraft. They made a lot of money on World of Warcraft.
And I don't doubt the fact that World of Warcraft was an incredible experience when it first came out, and I don't doubt the fact that people enjoy it now. But come on,
No, I mean Blizzard's done at this point. To be fair, they've been done for a while.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
last 5 years or so, Blizzard are not the company that they used to be, and they're definitely not a company that I enjoy anything of.
No, I honestly think that World of Warcraft got them fat and lazy, effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. And then a lot of the hungry people of there, they left to go and do other things, which is quite good because a lot of those guys are now working as an RPG company.
Oh, that's cool. That's good.
So they've got something on the go, which they're just doing something for D&D now. I think that's about to come out. And then they've got their own stuff coming out. They've actually got their own tabletop game coming out. So
okay. So they're not doing video games anymore. They're doing tabletop stuff. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I'm right.
Maybe being with Blizzard just jaded them to the whole video game experience, and maybe they just wanted to change. Who knows, right?
Well, I know that the main reason that the first Warcraft came about is because the 5 guys who were the creative push for Blizzard were all big D&D and tabletop game players.
Oh, I mean, that would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But, by the way, Warcraft was never meant to be a Warhammer game other than a single sentence that was said once from one person to another. That was it. And StarCraft was never a 40k game.
No.
Matt asks, suggest an old cartoon or TV show I can stream on Halloween weekend. Mighty Max. There you go. Any suggestions? Tales from the Crypt Keeper?
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, the animated series.
No, just Hellraiser.
Oh man, can you imagine a Hellraiser animated series?
That would be an interesting show. I don't know how they'd earn like Cenobite to Cenobites, but I think it'd be really sad to see that. Like a really censored Cenobite.
Oh, Hellraiser babies.
Hellraiser babies, they'll make your dreams come true. Oh God, we have such. Did Muppet Babies ever do Hellraiser episode?
I don't think they did. No.
Oh, okay. I know they did Ghostbusters. I know they did Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they did Star Wars, but they didn't do Hellraiser.
We are way off the beaten mark here, but that's fine. What I was going to say.
Why do you say that? Like, if people who generally watch the Fluffenhammer know that the beaten path is never the way that is taken. They always know this.
But it's not that we've left the beaten path. We're now deep in the jungle, and we're wondering why there's weird whistling sounds happening behind us.
Again, I think we're pretty on brand at the moment, to be honest.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean that's I don't disagree at all. Do you know why Muppet Babies was never released on DVD?
Is it some kind of? I would imagine it'd be some kind of legal issue with the Henson family and Disney, right?
No, not quite.
No,
Not
okay.
quite. They used sound effects from Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Right. So, because of that, Lucasfilm wouldn't give them the rights to get a DVD release.
Oh, well, they should be able to do it now then, right?
Oh yeah, it's all sorted now, and Muppet Babies should. If it's not on Disney Plus, I'll be very surprised. Unless, of course, people just went, "This was terrible. Why would we do this?"
Well, to be fair, if it was like if they didn't have Muppet Babies on Disney Plus, it would probably be the reason of Disney not ever using the Muppets to their fullest and always pooping on the Muppets, unfortunately, which they've been doing for years since Jim Henson died.
Yeah.
They've never respected the Muppets, which is a real shame.
No, it is a massive shame. I love the Muppets.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah.
I think there was also like Indiana Jones music and stuff got used as well. So.
Oh yeah. I'm almost certain about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I was going to say to you is, hey Andy. I've just finished a Horus Heresy novel.
Oh my God.
I'm back on getting through the Horus Heresy series. I went off it a little while. Actually, I went off it because I read 3 books in trot to trot that were bloody awful. So,
which ones were they, if you don't mind me asking?
I cannot remember.
Were they Siege of Terror ones, or were they pre-Siege of Terror?
No, I'm not at the Siege of Terror yet. If I go to my Audible, I should be able to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, while you're looking for that, I mean, recently I got and listened to The First Heretic. I haven't got all the way through it, though. But for the longest time, I was like, I've listened to The First Heretic. Great book. Aaron Dembski-Bowden, of course I've listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
I started listening to it again, and I was like, I don't remember any of this. And then I had the horrible realization of, I never listened to this. What happened? Never heard it. I'm going through it at the moment. It's good. What a shock. Dembski-Bowden doing a good book. Who knew, right?
But I've just finished, I did Deathfire and Old Earth. Deathfire.
Okay.
It was decent. Old Earth. Fucking brilliant. Like, Old Earth has just, like, shot right up my ranking of, you got the first 2, and then I think probably Old Earth is going to slot in there.
Okay.
For the first time in my life, I'm really into the Salamanders. Like, big time into the Salamanders. The Salamanders are ace.
Did you not enjoy the what were they called? The Dawn books from the Horus Heresy. What's it called? It's not for Dawn. It's like it's got Dawn on the front with a hammer as he's screaming.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember the names. There's so many of them.
Yeah,
so many of these books. It's ridiculous. But I mean,
yeah, there's one or two of the Horus Heresy. Who knew, right? Yeah. How long's that series been going on for now? 10 years more?
It must be 10 years. Has to be.
Whew.
Has to be.
Yeah, lots of books.
Yeah,
so many books.
Coming to the end now. But yeah, there's a few things in Old Earth I really like. I mean, they make a Dreadnought terrifying. Like, legit terrifying. And it's wonderful. I'm so happy to see a Dreadnought being given its due rather than just being another thing. Yeah, and also here is a Dreadnought. having this thing like coming out of the bay and just like opening fire, and he's oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's sore. That's painful. But
what do you think they're gonna? What do you think they're gonna do? Black Library wise, once the Horus Heresy is all tied up, because that's gonna be that's a massive output.
Maybe Unification Wars. I don't know.
You think? Or do you think they do that gap between like the 5 million Black Crusades that Abaddon does, or just the general? Maybe they'll do like a Siege aftermath. So they'll do the fight between the Iron Fists and the Iron not the Iron Hands, the Iron Warriors, stuff like that. I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, I was thinking about this not long ago because they did the Beast Arises series, which is set after the Horus Heresy, and that kind of opens up the halfway point between Horus Heresy and modern 40k.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about the Beast. Did that ever pan out to be anything in the end or not?
It was decent. It was a decent series. I quite liked it. He says, remembering as much as he can of it. It's been a while, and I need to reread. I need to go back through it again because it has been a while since I went through it. But 12 books, yeah, they're absolutely fine. I quite enjoyed what they did. But for this, I'm not sure. I think what they're going to do is they're going to move everything over to Old World for a while, and I think we'll get an Old World series to go.
That could be interesting.
Because we know Horus Heresy is going to plastic, and we know Horus Heresy is going to be one of the. Well, it's the replacement for Lord of the Rings. That's something that we know. Don't mind me. I'm just getting myself into a nice little yoga pose. Comfortable. See, this is the thing now. Now that you can see me, you can see how much I move around when I'm recording. Also, my chair does this. Wee.
Oh my God! Look at him go.
I'm so speedy. We know that Heresy is going to mainline GW, and it's going to be the replacement for Lord of the Rings. Okay, fair enough. We know that Old World is going to be Forge World. Which will be interesting. Don't know how successful.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Like, especially if they how they're going to try. Are they going to do plastic? Are they going to keep with the resin thing? Hopefully, they'll just go with plastic because, I mean, resins. I don't know. I don't know how people feel about resin, but I always kind of look at them and be like, no, can we just do plastic instead?
I think if they were smart, what they would do is they would just do sets in resin. So you have a certain type of greatsword set in resin, which attaches to the plastic kit.
I see what you're saying.
And
yeah,
do them as upgrade kits. I think that's the only way you can do it. If you start,
are you saying that you're all for the pantaloons, Gruff? Are you saying that you're still happy with plastic pantaloons?
No. Good God,
I
no.
think you are.
There's a reason that I know I'm not going to get into Old World when it comes out.
Are you afraid that everyone's going to be wearing pantaloons?
I think everyone is going to have goddamn pantaloons.
Lizard men, Skaven, orcs, all in pantaloons.
Just goblins. Goblins in pantaloons. My God.
Squigs in pantaloons, horses in pantaloons.
Actually, no, I'd take that. I would go for horses in pantaloons. That would be bloody hilarious.
Your ultimate enemy, the giant in pantaloons. Made of loads of tiny pantaloons.
Panta giant, yeah.
It's like the Queen alien, but instead of like birthing facehuggers, it births pantaloons that attach to creatures.
No. No.
What do you mean no?
No more pantaloons.
What good idea.
No, pantaloons are stupid. Pantaloons have always been stupid. Pantaloons never look good. There is no point in history where people looked at pantaloons and thought, look at them, they are pantaloons. Don't you wish you had some? Everybody just
can be like the zombie plague of the old world, because there are already zombies in the old world, so it's not a big thing to be like, oh, zombies, bleh. So what do? You go pantaloons. It's like Nagash gets pantaloons on and he can't resist them. He becomes eviler, pantaloon focused.
I was going to say, what, he just creates the great black pantaloons?
Yeah, he creates some pantaloons and puts them on his great black pyramid.
Oh, God, no. No.
The Chaos Gods are the only ones that don't have the pantaloons, and they have to be the heroes of the story to destroy the Pantaloon Queen.
But who would be the Pantaloon Queen? Who was the one creating them?
Oh, isn't that the question? Ooh, isn't that the question? Is there a really fancy clothes merchant or fabric maker in the world of Warhammer? Probably not, right?
Wasn't Felix Jaeger's dad originally a tailor?
Oh, he was a merchant.
He became a
like
merchant
Felix comes
later.
from a big merchant thing. Yeah.
Or like his
Ooh.
grandfather was a tailor originally or something. That rings a bell.
Yeah. You could do a story, like you could do a prequel where like you whether it's Felix's dad or someone, they create some pantaloons and maybe some woo woo happens with some magic and some warpstone. Warpstone's the key to everything.
Of course, yeah.
Does everything.
Yeah, these pantaloons just start wandering around by themselves and just attacking and
Attached to people. Yeah.
absorbing all and sundry.
Until they get to like Volkmar the Grim or like a really powerful wizard, and that's when shit goes wrong.
Right. I need to find some pantaloons to show people what I mean by this, because I don't think people are understanding the hatred that I have for these pantaloons.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand the hate. I mean, they're breezy. They let your bits fly left and right. So what's the problem?
I think when they're okay, when they're a decent size, it's not so bad. But there are certain miniatures where the pantaloons are so big that they look horrendous. They look so uncomfortable. It looks like you'd just be crushing your own testicles just to walk forward.
Okay, they don't sound like pantaloons though. They sound like skinny jeans at that point.
Well, it's just that much. Right, so you type in Empire pantaloons and you get some pictures I was not expecting.
Are they Rule 34 pantaloon pictures by any chance?
They're not Rule 34. They're actually kind of
good,
to be honest.
Okay. Throw them on the screen. I want to see them.
These people who've got some serious amazing abilities. There's no other word for it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to find.
Apparently, Pink wants a pantaloon button at some point, Gruff.
I will do what I can.
When you get some when you hit affiliate, I can teach you how to get sound effects on your channel with channel points.
Okay, that would be good to
know. Or you can or because you're an artist, you can draw things. You can draw some emotes as well for your channel.
Yeah, well, that'd be fun actually. Yeah, it's just Nerdlin's doing stuff.
Oh wow, there's some good pantaloons. He looks boss. He looks a bit like Dave Mentz though.
Oh god, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. I now desperately want Dave Mentz to dress up in pantaloons.
I mean, it's coming. You know the thing I hate the most about this outfit?
Mm-hmm.
The boots. What's wrong with the boots?
Is it the fact that they're not symmetrical?
Yes. He has one normal boot, and it's like he put his foot in like a paint can.
Yeah, and it's almost just like he's just wandering around going, oh, well, I couldn't find my other boot today. Oh, no. But if I show you this...
I'm actually really happy to see this one because I find it so rare that people do like Warhammer cosplays. Like a lot of people do like the Space Marine cosplay or sometimes the Eldari cosplay or the Sister of Battle cosplay. No one really does the Warhammer cosplay. Because I suppose it's just a dude in the suit for the most part, but there's a style to it, right? Oh, they are some tight pantaloons on these guys, yeah.
I mean, just look at them. That does not look like a comfortable way of marching to war, does it?
No, they're more like tights, I think, more than pantaloons, right?
Yeah, but
because they are tight to the leg.
Yeah, there's tights, but then there's pantaloons over the top. So you got
like... which era are these from? Which edition? Are these on third? Are they?
No, they're not third. I think these are a little bit later on.
Okay.
If I pull up this picture, it's not great quality, unfortunately, which is a bit of an annoyance. But we deal with what we can.
That's a great flag as well. That must have been. I wonder if the guy painted that flag or not.
Possibly.
Get a bird. Yeah. Doesn't look like the crappy stickers that you got.
No, it does not.
No. Wow. You had to suffer back then. As a child.
Yeah, you had
you didn't know what pain was until you got a sticker flag. I say that, but to be fair, I still have fond memories of my Space Marine, my Space Hulk Terminators and their flag. I still remember liking that. That was still quite cool.
Oh yeah,
But then again, those Terminators were great. End of story. End of story.
I always think that they should do more of those cut out banners and things that they had in White Dwarf back in the day, where you just have some pages
That'd be
in the middle
neat.
where you just cut out the banners.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, that'd be. I guess the reason they don't do that is because, like, I mean, I think it'd be better for like kids and stuff like that. Maybe like they would prefer to sell you something a bit more high end, or maybe they don't see the value in throwing in like paper cards or paper flags or whatever.
mm-hmm.
I'd be down with it. But then again, I watched Midwinter Mini's video this week or last week on Gorka Morka, and when he was like, "Oh no, it's silly, but I think this cardboard base is great," and I was like, "It's not silly, Midwinter Minis. The cardboard base from Gorka Morka still looks great. The only thing we go, that's a shame, is it's made out of card. If it was I bet you could sell that for silly money, granted, because it would be expensive scenery. If you recreated that in plastic, people I would like to see it. I wouldn't say I'd buy because I don't play orcs, but I think you could sell that to people, right? Because that was a great base.
Doesn't even need to be plastic. Like, doesn't need to be a molded plastic. What you do is you just create the entire thing in flat plastic, right? And then you just build it up. So it's pre-colored, pre-painted, stick it out there.
Oh, I see. So it's not cardboard, but it's still flat, effectively, is what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. And then if people want to go the extra mile, they can get green stuff and just stick it onto the front of the design, right? They could do that.
What we do is you just make it out of styrene or something like that.
And again, that'd be great for like younger people or people getting into the hobby and getting bits of scenery, and then they don't need to worry about painting it either. They've got something that looks nice and is straight away there. Because granted, a lot of the scenery looks great. You still need to do a lot of work to get it into like a decent level. Otherwise, it's just grey plastic. You know.
I just want to point out that Sarah agrees with me about these stupid trousers that these people are wearing.
That's because Pink has not experienced the power of the pantaloon. One day she'll have her own set of pantaloons. She'll love them.
We'll have a pantaloon fest at some point. A convention where you just turn up wearing pantaloons.
Are you suggesting that the Fluffenhammer meet at Warhammer World one day will just be you have to come, and to know that you're a Fluffenhammer person, you have to wear your pantaloons. Otherwise you don't get in. No Warhammer World for you.
You have to turn up in full costume. It's as simple as that. Yeah. If you're not turning up in full Warhammer cosplay. There's
Perfect.
If memory serves me right, there's actually like a yearly Russian thing where a load of people get together and they reenact famous things from Warhammer.
From Warhammer?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know I've seen it. I've seen people dressed in like orc costumes and squid costumes and stuff, and I'm sure it's Russian.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't want to stereotype, but do they go too far? Like, is it actually bloodshed?
No.
Because I've seen like Russian fight clubs, and they go all the way in, you know, because it was training for football hooliganism, and I was like, wow, these guys are intense. Good for them. They really like football hooliganism.
Wow. If anybody wants to spend some time just typing in the word Russian Warhammer cosplay, there is some absolutely incredible work that people have done. I'm not going to
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going to try and share everything here because there is a lot.
Grab one thing. Grab one that really tickles your eyeballs.
Okay, then I shall grab this one because this one is my favorite.
Because then it's a tease, isn't it? It's like, this is what you could see if you searched it yourself.
Indeed, yeah, and absolutely incredible work. There's a couple of high elf ones which I can't help but think that's impressive.
Yeah, but it's high elf, so it's not that impressive.
Well, no, I mean high elves are just naturally arseholes. But yeah. I mean, if you ever wanted to see somebody do a proper orc cosplay, there you go.
I do.
Adam White says it will become the MC Warhammer meet. Because the big pants.
Hell yeah!
I'm actually.
Oh, that's a really cool black orc. Mm-hmm. That's great.
I'm actually annoyed I didn't come up with MC Warhammer.
I think they did the wise thing of not making a prosthetic proper orc face and just doing a full on helmet.
Yeah.
I definitely think that made it a lot easier for them because like otherwise you need to go really hard prosthetic to try and even get an orc. Or you know what you do? You make a puppet. You know what else used a puppet?
Yeah, Final Liberation.
Final Liberation.
We've done the
war.
Yeah.
What a game.
Final Liberation. A game that these days, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think that's the problem with GOG, the website GOG. They put up a lot of these old video games, but they don't always work, which is a shame.
And there's some major issues with trying to get Final Liberation to work at all. But I'm happy that I can still sit and I can still watch the various FMV sequences and stuff, because they're still brilliant. They're absolutely fantastic.
And I don't know, man. I think, to be fair, that was the best bit of the game, because I don't remember Final Liberation's gameplay to be like stellar. It wasn't bad, but it was just kind of like mediocre from what I remember.
It was simplistic, epic. That's all it was. They just dialed back the simplicity of epic in order to get it to work. And
is this a river troll that's on screen at the moment?
It is, yes.
With the little man's face inside of it.
Yep. Reminds you.
Okay, one issue with this one, Gruff. Where are the boobs?
It's not a hag troll.
Oh, okay. Just as well then. It's accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it's just wonderful. I mean, the guy inside, he looks very pleased with himself. He looks.
That's a jive face right there.
He looks very, very happy with what he has done this day. And I think that has made my night. Nothing is going to get better than this guy's face. As he just.
I like the back. I know it's silly, but I like the back wall as well. It's very orky. It needs a bit more like paint to the plywood just to like tie it all together instead of it just being plywood. Mm-hmm. But it's solid. It looks good. Orky. I like it.
Yeah. This guy in the River Troll outfit is my new hero. I think he's wonderful.
So it seems like the Russians are the ones like doing decent like Warhammer cosplay. Like I said, whenever I've seen like pictures or images from a what's the Warhammer? Is it just Warhammer Day? It's just Warhammer Day, right? Yeah. It's again, like I say, it's a really good high quality Space Marine or multiple Space Marines, really good high quality Sister of Battle, sometimes a Commissar, and then that's about it. I'm like,
you never get anybody dressed up as Sigmar.
Didn't we get one year, or didn't we at one point get the sexy female Gene Stealer cultist?
That sounds familiar.
Didn't someone do that?
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Yeah.
I seem to remember just looking at it and going, oh dear.
I must resist joining a cult. Must not join the cult.
And we're back to earlier on where we were all joining Liberty's cult.
Exactly. Well, George was.
Well, I think we're all.
Or had.
Well, George joins Liberty's cult, and then we all find ourselves following George.
Oh my God.
And then that's it. We're all part of the Star Children.
I'm glad we've managed to get the Twitch thing working tonight. It seems to be going okay, right?
Yeah. I'm learning as I go. There's lots of stuff that I'm happy to keep an eye on. A lot of things. This episode is very slapdash. There's no two ways around it. So I apologise if it doesn't seem that we're doing much as we normally do. It's purely because I am learning how this thing works, and I think I've got it down. I think things are working. I think I understand how it all happens now. So that's good.
Yeah. It takes a bit of time just to get used to it, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. It does. But
learning software and whatnot.
Yes, because that's what you have to do. Whenever you start something new, you have to learn it. And I am very set in my ways because I've been using Skype, Audacity. Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Skype and Audacity for the last 10 years now?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Jeez, really? Has it been that long?
Something like that, yeah, something like that.
2009, I think. Because we both started podcasting around at the same time, didn't we?
I was only I think Moonbase was only a few months before for your show back in the day.
Yeah, before the Oil House. Not much between them. Is there anything that jumps out at you that you'd like to talk about?
Warhammer wise?
Yeah.
Well, what about the new Warhammer Day figures? One which is very boring and one which is very cool.
See, that's quite an interesting one. So I think that Warhammer Day figure says a lot about 40k.
Which one, or both of them?
Both of them.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
For 40k, you've got a Primaris Lieutenant who, to be totally honest, doesn't look that different to any other Primaris Lieutenant, and I am sure that you can make that figure using parts out of a Primaris box.
He's got a shield, so that's. I don't think they've done that before, right? Ha ha ha.
I'm sure that shield is something. It looks like they just went into their 3D software and just shaved bits off other characters and just went, doo-doo, there you go.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, he's not stylized at all, obviously, because he's being sold as a generic captain, so you can customize him to however you want. The head sculpt, again, looks like a pretty standardy kind of head sculpt. Like, he doesn't have a really big, crazy, bushy beard or, like, a crazy mohawk or anything nuts like that. It's just, again, it's a very standard, like, oh, I guess he could be from any of the chapters apart from the Space Wolves or the White Scars or anyone like that.
Oh, sorry, I just need to get a glass of water.
No problem. Why don't we get a fancy dude with a really big beard or something like that? That'd be nice. I'd like that.
Yeah, just something that pushes the boat out a little bit. Something that just looks like something special.
Yeah, and it's kind of meant to be because it's Warhammer Day, so I think I get why they're doing it, because it's like, everybody plays Space Marine again, so and the more generic you make it, the more customizable you can make it as well.
Yeah.
Or the more like options it can go into at that point.
Oh yeah, I don't disagree with you on that one at all.
I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the issue. So I'm going to pull up the guide now. Now that I've stopped choking.
Because I think I said to you, I think I would have liked to have seen something from one of the newer armies. Like, even if it had to be Space Marines, why not do a Grey Knights? Do a Grey Knights dude. Yeah. Do a new Orc, or something to go into the new Orc line. Do a new Drakari, because they're fairly new. Mm-hmm. They're a new Thousand Sons guy. So, something from the newer line, or like maybe not the brand new stuff, but like the new edition, the 9th edition new stuff, rather than just Space Marine again. Because I mean, you look at him on screen, he looks fine. It's an okay pose. It's an okay armor design. The Storm Shield always looks cool, but it's just like, it's another Space Marine. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right.
So the Space Marine, if you look at him, he looks like a Space Marine. That's simple as. And it's something I've been saying about 40k for a while. That 40k, no matter what they do with it, it always has this weird stagnant feel. They don't seem to want to move things forward, even when they do. They can't move it, which is really irritating. And then we get this, and this is the fantasy side of it. Bloody hell, that is a gorgeous sculpt. I mean, that is...
Yeah, it's great.
It's completely different to anything that exists in its own line, but has enough of the... I don't know what the word is, the silhouette, shall we say. It's got enough of the design elements of everything else that's in the Soulblight Vampires to really tie it in. But it doesn't look like one among many. It looks unique.
What's it classed as? Is it classed as a vampire lord, or what's it classed as? I didn't actually look to see. Is it a unique character? It can't be a unique character, right?
It's Vampire Lord Anaster Malakorian.
Okay, so it's a vampire lord. Yep. So I doubt it would have like specialist rules dedicated only because it's got a special name. It's probably just a vampire lord, which is fine. That's good. As it should be. It shouldn't be like a uber powerful, this is the tournament killer kind of unit, which it could have been.
Yeah,
but just making it a vampire lord is the right thing.
There shouldn't be a Gottfried Gurnison for Warhammer Day, where you can only get Gottfried Gurnison for Warhammer Day, and you can never have another Gottfried
Oh my God.
Adam White says,
could you imagine that?
Adam White says, I'd love to see how quickly the vampire sells out. Me too. I think that vampire is going to sell like hotcakes.
Didn't they say that it's going to be? I think on the Fluffenhammer Facebook page, we were told, or someone mentioned that it's not just going to be sold on the weekend. It's going to be sold for a week, or something, right?
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it works. They're going because Warhammer Day, because things aren't quite back to normal yet. They're doing Warhammer Day over a week this year.
Okay.
And doing a lot of things there and about. Also dice and stuff apparently as well is coming. So cool if you like dice.
Oh, really?
I like dice.
I think the best dice have been the squig dice, mainly because you could just make them into squigs.
Yep.
Which people did.
I still don't have them.
Oh, you don't? You don't have the squig dice? Oh man, so technically that's a type of squig you're missing for your squig collection.
Oh God.
Right?
Oh, you son of a...
Had you not thought... Wait, I thought that's what you were getting at.
No?
I'm sorry.
I never thought of that. I just wanted squigs. I never thought about the squig dice that need to be... For those of you who don't know, my plan is to own one of every squig. I want to have one of every squig ever created, because squigs are rates. And they've been around for years, and I've actually got probably the most difficult to find ones now outside of the Forge World ones. Squigs are just wonderful. I mean, they're just so cute. Yeah, just there with their big faces screaming at you in the dark.
They're a fun time. They're a quintessential Warhammer creature. Quintessential.
Yeah, so much so that loads of other companies keep knocking them off. So,
definitely, yeah.
I keep looking and thinking to myself, should I get Squigs from other companies, or is that just weird?
I mean, if you complete your collection of Squigs first, then then sure, why not?
I'll never complete my collection of Squigs. There's too many Squigs.
No, not true. Not if you're dedicated. Not if you believe. If you have faith, you can get there.
Tell you what, because I don't like the Primaris very much, we'll just replace him with a Squig.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this vampire. It looks great. Looks very cool.
Mm-hmm.
A very stereotypical kind of vampire, in terms of its pose. It's not doing anything crazy. But I really do like the collar around it. The big collar works very nicely.
Yeah, I like the story it tells. It's got this real Nosferatu look, but this almost like a sense of delicacy. Yeah, it looks like it would walk up to you, say really nice things to you, and then it would just bite your head off. Yeah.
It's definitely carrying the refined look to her, or it, I suppose. I don't know.
I think it's a her.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed it probably was. Yeah, because I saw the stiletto boot and I was like,
I think the way that she's holding the sword as well. It's such a really cool pose. It's just
it does make her hand look really big, but I'm sure it's just the perspective.
Yeah, I think it is just perspective looking at it.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we haven't seen a turnaround of it, but that's not surprising, to be honest. It's a Warhammer Day model. They're only going to take a certain amount of photos, aren't they?
If you get more than one, I think that's special, to be honest.
Quite impressive. But yeah, it's a weird one that you start looking at the difference between the two, and AOS just looks so much better than 40k. I'm sorry, it does. Yeah, for the most part, anyhow. I mean, there's still old Warhammer Fantasy Battle stuff that's kicking around, but everything that has been AOS built, everything that's AOS designed, it just looks heads and tails above what's happening in 40k.
Yeah, but 40k is still more popular though. That's I guess that's the offset.
It is.
You have the more artistically kind of poppy one, but then you have the one that's actually selling more.
Yeah. Sean Dunn asks where the best part to start learning how to do Warhammer is going to be.
Right here on the Fluffenhammer, of course.
If you go to the Fluffenhammer YouTube channel, you'll find that I've done a load of audio readings of lots of different short stories. You can go through them, find out what jumps out. I've also done a couple of series, Mapping the Mortal Realms, which is the history of AOS, and Suffer Not the Alien to Live, which is little brief overviews of every race in 40k. You can go to them and enjoy them.
Oh my god.
I think the best one I ever did of them was the Necron one, because I worked out how to do a really dead monotone voice. So I did the entire thing, and then did it again with the monotone voice, and then slipped it between the two halfway through. So as it was going on, the voice got more and more monotone and more robotic as it went.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
that's really
nice.
Happy with that effect, and no one's ever commented on it. Ever.
Maybe they just thought you were getting bored, reading it. Maybe that was it.
I'm never bored when reading. God damn it, I enjoy.
Oh my god,
I enjoy reading.
That's not true. You just said that there was some bad Horus Heresy books that made you stop reading the Heresy.
It's that, and I have a child.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, that's the main reason that I fell off reading them.
The Devourer of Time.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. It's weird how much a child is taking to get me. That's not weird. Mm-hmm. It was obvious that was going to happen, but children. Wonderful things. Couldn't eat a full one.
Yeah. True.
I've got something stupid I want to try and do.
Oh my god.
So, Andy.
Yeah.
I may need you to cover and talk for a few minutes.
Oh, okay, sure.
30 seconds anyway.
Oh, I can do that. I can talk for a little bit. How's chat doing? I hope chat. Do you want me to do it now?
Yes, please.
Okay, right. He's off in the distance. Okay. I hope everyone's having a good day today, chat. Hope you're all pretty. Hope you've all put on your skin and flesh as you people are wanting to do. You know, the living. Hope you're all good. Is anybody? I mean, I'm probably the only Total War Warhammer person here, but I'm really liking the look of Carthy. It maybe drifts a little bit into stereotypical Chinese, Japanese aesthetics, but I really like the lantern blimps that they've got going mounted with missiles. I think that's cool. The fact that the lady can turn into a giant dragon. I assume that power is going to be like limited. It's going to be like Malice Darkblade when you can turn into his demon form. That's on a timer, and I assume hers is on a timer as well. Oh, Jai asked, what's Andy's thought on Fiendish Feet? Do you mean the new? You must mean the new ones. I'm guessing, Jai, the newest ones that are coming. They look great. I never liked the taste of them, like the OG versions. I wasn't a big fan of the flavor, but the new Fiendish Feet toys, artist toys, they look ace. They look so good. I'm shocked that they're doing them.
Yeah.
Hello, you're back.
I am. I found my book. I put it somewhere and then forgot to put it there. So that was annoying. It is.
Is it the Realm of Chaos?
It is.
Oh, I was right. I saw the red book and I was like, oh, is that Realm of Chaos?
So what we're going to do, Andy, do you have the ability to write something down?
I do. Shockingly, yeah.
Excellent. What we're going to do, Andy, is we're going to make a Chaos Champion.
Oh my god, okay.
So I'm just going to open this up. Because what I want to do, for a bit of a laugh, for just a bit of fun, is I want to roll up a Chaos Champion with you. And, I want to try and create a character. So this could be a character that we could roll and run in an RPG, or you could put it on the table, however you want to do. This is just how we're going to create.
What loser plays Chaos?
Well, it doesn't have to be
a dead baby.
It doesn't have to be a Chaos character because it's just basically mutations happen. So, are you able to write things down?
Yes.
Excellent. So we'll do one for you and one for me.
All right.
We'll both create a character. So first of all, we need to find out which table we're rolling on. So I am rolling... Oh, okay. I'm rolling on the basic mutations table.
What kind of die are you using? Is it a 20? Is it one of the old school big 20 table decision tables or not?
These are D100s.
Oh, damn. We're going all in. Okay. Ooh,
oh,
damn.
Yeah.
That's a fat D100, baby.
I mean, that's the table. That entire page is the table.
Is it D100 die, just not a circle at that point, or a sphere?
It is, but I'm using a load of D20s to make D.
Okay, that's...
or D1000, I should say. Right, so and Andy is going to be rolling on... Yeah, personal attributes. So we're both running on just the mutations table.
Ah. Is that a re-release of that book, by the way, by or as an OG?
No, this is the one that they redid for... It's got a little plate inside. This is the one that you get at Warhammer World.
Oh, that's right, and you can only get it from Warhammer World, can't you?
Yeah. Which is... I want to get back to Warhammer World so I can get the other book.
I'd like to go.
Yes, well...
I want to go there.
Well, hopefully one day we'll get another meet going and we can all go.
Oh, we'll definitely get another meet. That'd be crazy if you didn't.
Yeah, well, I want to do another meet. Every time I try and do one hospital here, something bad happens. Shit hits the fan. Whether it be personal or a pandemic.
God damn.
Okay then, so starting off.
All right.
412. I am furry.
Did you say furry?
Yes, I am furry.
Okay, gruff.
Number 1 is furry.
Equals furry.
I should say.
All right, what's your persona?
We'll come to that. We'll find out. We'll do your first roll.
Okay.
451. You're headless.
Furry. Oh my god, I'm headless?
The mutant is headless, having its face situated on its chest. Its facial features are unchanged by this attribute, but the extremely unnatural appearance increases this mutant's fear points by 1. The mutant may only wear chaos armor.
I mean, that makes sense. So what do you want me to write down? I'll put down furry for you, and I'll put down headless for me.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right,
Okay, yeah.
So we get 4 of these each. So number
Well,
10,
at least I'm not a degenerate, so that's okay.
207. Brightly patterned skin. I have
Sorry, what kind of skin?
brightly patterned.
Oh, brightly patterned. Okay.
So I now have to roll a d12.
Bright. Pattern.
6, 7, 8. I have
Skin?
tiger stripes.
Yeah, what stripes? Tiger.
Tiger stripes.
Oh no, you're a furry with tiger stripes. So you're a tiger. Oh no.
This
Okay.
is not going
Meow.
the way I was hoping.
Okay.
Right, Andy's next one. 704.
Do I get a fancy hat for my headless body?
You get a rearranged face.
Oh my god, a rearranged face for my face in my chest. Okay.
The mutant's facial features are rearranged. Its eyes and mouth are swapped. Its whole face is turned upside down. The features are twisted vertically. The eyes and ears swapped, or any other combination you care to invent.
Huh, okay. So I've got an upside down face on my tummy. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Open your mind, Quake.
It's going to make drinking really difficult.
190. So my next one is... Fuck's sakes. I've got bird's feet.
Oh my god. Wow, see, you're a tiger with bird feet.
Yeah. For
All right.
God's sake.
I like how you just keep going more and more furry. It's excellent.
This isn't fair.
We need to put this as a tag on the video. Furry. Perfect.
312.
Agent 616 goes, Adam is Pimp Daddy Destro. Oh, if only that was true. He's much more degenerate than that. if he's furry with bright patterned skin, tiger stripes, and bird feet.
What the fuck?
What's my next thing?
Mannequin.
I'm a mannequin?
Right. Most of the mutant's facial features atrophy and disappear until only the mouth is functional. Meanwhile, a miniature body sprouts from the mutant's forehead or crown. The mannequin torso is perfect in every detail with its own arms, head, and face. This miniature torso and head do all the talking for the mutant, and the lower mouth in the face is only used for eating.
How does this work? Okay, so I need to put mannequin.
So you've got no head. You've got a mouth in your tummy with a smaller torso coming out of it with your actual head on it.
An upside down mouth because it has to be rearranged as well.
With an upside down head coming out the top. Oh, God's sake. Right.
Are you going to draw these?
I might have to.
Yeah.
My last one.
Because you could make the headless tummy mouth quite well. You could do something like the Death Guard. You know how they have tummy mouths?
Yeah.
That's easy enough.
Um,
The making the mannequin part look not crap might be a bit difficult.
Right, what are we on? Okay. That's dominant. That's not what we want.
Come on, cat head. Come on, big penis.
Oh well. That's not a problem.
What's up?
Not a problem at all. So my last one is a silly walk.
A silly walk, okay.
The mutant develops an extremely odd method of walking, taking ridiculously short steps, single steps forward and back in a single stride, hopping on the spot in between steps or whatever. Reduce the mutant's movement by and fear points by 1.
Well, to be fair, that makes sense. You do have bird feet, so your movement would be a bit weird, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I say hop my furry body.
With tiger stripes.
With tiger.
You're going to be coveted by someone who kills you.
Right, and the last one. 205. Blood substitution.
All right.
So I need to roll a d6. 5. Molten metal. Your blood is molten metal.
Cool.
Increase the mutant's toughness by 2 whenever the mutant is wounded. Molten metal jets from the wound. Any opponents will take 1 strength 3 hit. The molten metal will also ignite any flammable substances. When the mutant is killed, it will explode. It's a shame he didn't get 6, because 6 was electricity.
I don't know. I think you've rolled a pretty decent character for me, and someone in a furry suit for you, which is kind of sad.
So tell me the story of your character from that role.
God, I'm not like a story crafter. What?
Where do you even begin with that?
It has to be Zinch related, right?
Yeah, I could say that.
It has to be, otherwise how would, I don't see any other god bestowing a mannequin jutting out the forehead of a creature without a head. Which is a contradiction, in a sense, because where's the forehead on a creature without a head?
Is there an even smaller one coming out of that one's forehead?
Yeah, it must be, out of the top part of the chest, I guess, because that's where the face is meant to be before we erase the face. What about you, Gruff? What was your story be? What happened to your guy?
So, bloody hell. Oh, I did not expect that to get that silly.
You forgot the table of back in the day and how many bad answers that could happen.
Jesus. Okay. So, my guy's a Zangor. But he...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's all bird-like and everything. But he's jealous because he has to go and fight in the Northern Wastes. And he's very upset because all around him there are Gors and Ungors and Bestigors, and they're all got that shaggy fur. So he gets really, really annoyed with the fact that these guys are warm and he's freezing because he's just got some feathers coming out the back of his head and the rest of him's just blue skin. And it's just oh. So he pecked a tiger to death and he wrapped himself up in it to keep himself warm. But of course Zinch doesn't like it when you take it upon yourself to change how you feel and how the fates will work for you. So he melded the fur into him. So now all you have is a beak sticking out from all this fur and the legs at the bottom. And because of the weight of the fur, he can't walk very well. So he's constantly hopping around as he's just too weighted over and he's trying not to fall over.
Oh, okay.
Also, you can't see his arms because of the way the skin's wrapped around him.
Yeah.
Just,
do you want me to give a go at mine?
Go for it. If you've got something.
Man, I think I can come up with something now that I've had a minor amount of time to think. Mandrock was a very jealous and vain man back in the old world. Mm-hmm. He saw so many beautiful people around him. He was concerned about his visual features for such a long time. He fell into a bad crowd. He began to worship Slanesh. One day on the battlefield, of course, he was beheaded. Slanesh took an interest in Mandrock the Beautiful, as he was later known, and decided that he no longer needed his head, for he then had to devour his own face and forever hunt for new, more beautiful faces for the future. He realized that he then could not speak to the people of the world, so the great Zinch decided to give him a little gift as well, of a mannequin protruding from his forehead. However, it was not a beautiful mannequin. It was the most ugly mannequin that you could have ever seen. This was a horrible fate of Mandrock. His blood boiled to the point that it became metal, a raging hot hurricane that one day might erupt from Mandrock and consume him.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh,
there you go.
I enjoyed that. That was a good story. That made me happy.
Mandrock the Beautiful.
Oh, dear God. Oh, right.
His head was delicious, by the way. He enjoyed it.
Right, I think that might be the perfect way to dismount this episode.
Perfect. Okay.
I think that's the perfect time to get off the hobby horse and sit and weep with my furry body.
You've got to draw these characters up. You've got to think of a character name for yours, and you got to draw Mandrock the Beautiful. And then, in the future, you can show them on a Twitch stream and put them onto the main screen. Let people see what they're saying.
His name is Quacknor, with 4 R's. Quacknor.
Of course.
And he is the Zangiorian Lord of Ducks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't like ducks. Just that's what Zeke did to him.
You're gonna have to do another one of these, I think, for when George comes back.
Mm-hmm. Well,
George is a natural writer, so he should be able to come up with something glorious.
I think just doing things out of these little books to end shows with is quite a nice way to end things.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I've got a fair few of them, to be honest with you. So, at some point we could try and do like a couple of Gamma World creations. I don't know.
Okay.
I told you about Gamma World?
No, whenever I hear Gamma World, I think of the Hulk.
No. So Gamma World is basically, you know when they switched on the Hadron Collider?
Oh, yeah, right. Good times, yeah.
It brought all possible dimensions together at once. And it crushed everything together completely. So anything that can exist does. And so when you roll up a character, to give you an idea, what they did with second or third Ed Gamma World, I can't remember which, they made cards. So you just picked cards to create the characters, which was quite a fun way of doing it. I just have printouts of the tables and just do it that way. I rolled up I can't remember exactly what I rolled up, but basically it was an Elder God stuck in a Dodgem tank. It was a sort of little Dodgem with tentacles and everything coming out of it. Called him Nylon of the Tank. And he was a star god, full of tentacles, and he was lodged inside a Dodgem.
Okay.
And so another guy who was a 7-foot dustbin squirrel who had the power to open up his chest and fire squirrels from another dimension into other people.
Would they also fire smaller squirrels from their dustbin?
No, it was just a one squirrel deal. He didn't.
Okay.
Because I think he rolled like a Bigfoot, and he also rolled like feral, and it was just enough to make a squirrel. So
did he have a limit on how many squirrels he could shoot?
No.
Like, was it based on how, like, if he shot them, would he then need to eat more because it's like, I'm burning calories doing this?
No, because it was a portal in his chest to a squirrel dimension.
Oh, so just if he could leave it on and just infinite amounts of squirrels would come. Wow, that's a good way to solve world hunger, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a universe where all the squirrels were just stuck together and there was no room for anyone to go. So the moment you opened it...
What an awful place to live for a squirrel.
Just rammed together, you just open it up and the pressure just shot squirrels out.
Oh my god.
Every possibility exists. Gamma World is amazing. I love Gamma World. It's very stupid. Yeah, so, yeah. We'll have to do Gamma World at some point. I've got plenty of like Warhammer stuff that we can do. And the Realm of Chaos book, that's got so much in it. You can do
cool. Yeah.
Lots of different tables of different stuff, so all good.
You know what we could pick back up again on Twitch as well, and might be fun to show on stream. I don't know how viable it would be, but we could do the Warhammer monthly stuff as well.
Absolutely. I would love to get back to doing that.
Yeah.
And with Twitch we can
We could show the pages too, and people would be like, "Oh, that looks really pretty," and we'd be like, "Yeah, that's right, it looks really good, don't it?" Warhammer Monthly, good artists on there.
And then everyone will finally see our hatred of BloodQuest.
Yeah, well, it's disappointment, not hatred.
No, I wonder how it would feel actually going back and redoing those now.
BloodQuest?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, we were going to do a Patreon-only show where we were going to do Warhammer Monthly every month. We started that, and the plan was to get 10 of them or so in a can before we start releasing. Give us
that's right.
Yeah, big chunk of things. And then some stuff happened in life, and there was just no time whatsoever to get onto anything, unfortunately. Which still isn't that much time, but there's a bit more now to be able to do stuff in an evening. So we could possibly get back onto doing that. That would actually be a load of fun. I do want to try and get some like Underworld gaming and some Talisman games in as well. Try and get
that'd be nice. Yeah.
Try and get some people playing Talisman, because I think that would make a very fun stream. So, with all that being said then, Andy, do you want to pimp yourself out, you zombie?
Sure. You can find me over here on Twitch as Decayed Andy. I'll be streaming at about 10:53 or something like that. So not too long. I've got a few things to do, and then I'll be streaming time. I'll be playing Dead by Daylight as Pinhead, so I'll be going around killing people because they touch my box. Don't touch my box. That's my box. That's not your box. That's my box. No, not yours. I'm also on YouTube as Cobra Commander TFW at the moment. I'm uploading my playthroughs of Grim Fandango on there, so I've already finished it. It's just like clips from my stream, basically. I'm throwing it up on the YouTube. You can also find me on the Moonbase 2 podcast, and if you just put in Moonbase 2 podcast and Transformers, you'll probably find it on the internet. It's easy enough to do.
Excellent stuff. As for myself, you can find me here on the Fluffenhammer. You can find me at thefluffenhammer.com. You can find me at the Fluffenhammer YouTube page, and on Twitter as the Fluffenhammer, and on Facebook as the Fluffenhammer groups. Fluffenhammer group.
You know what we should do? We should have like a title card. So at the end here, when it's like, oh, where can people find you? You just press a button, and then the image changes to all of our social media links and whatnot. That'd be good. That'd be easy.
That's very smart thinking, Andy. I haven't done that.
I know. I just thought of it right now. I don't have anything like that, but yeah, I thought I'd throw that idea to you, and then you can, if you have time in the future, do that.
That's a good idea. You can also find me on adnickel.weebly.com, where there's my art for sale, and there is free audio books to download and listen. The last one that came up was a version of We Can Remember It For You Wholesale by Philip K. Dick at what became Total Recall. If anybody knows what Total Recall is, which I'm sure you all do. I hope. You all know what Total Recall is, yeah? Alright then. There's also a few of my own short stories in there as well, for people to have a listen to. So go have a look at that, adnickel.weebly.com. And that, of course, is Nickel, N-I-T-O-L. Don't put a H in it, you sons of bitches. I'm also under Twitter and Discord under adnickel. So, yeah. There we go. That's me. You can find me those places. And we will see you all next time, when we hopefully do a bit of a smoother show where I'm not panicking and flying by the seat of my pants.
And George will be alive again and not diseased.
Possibly. And Adam White can burn in hell for reminding me. And it wasn't Colin Firth. It was Colin Farrell that did the remake of Total Recall. Ah!
Are you sure it wasn't Will Ferrell?
Ah! I just imagine Colin Firth in Total Recall. That's really baffled my head.
I think that was on last night on like Channel 4 or Film 4 or something. No. I remember turning on the TV when I went to bed and went, oh no, this isn't. And then I pressed the button and went, oh, it is Total Recall. No.
Have you ever actually watched that film?
I think I did,
I've seen it twice.
I don't remember anything about it.
Me neither.
Oh, okay.
I watched it the second time and I sat there going, I have no memory of this film at all.
You did a Gandalf. I have no memory of this place.
I have no memory of this place.
You know what that means? It means you're just going to have to watch it until you remember it.
No. I did that with Ghosts of Mars.
Oh, that's such a fun movie.
Ghosts of Mars managed.
It's so good.
Honestly, Ghosts of Mars solved my insomnia for about 2 years.
They throw the discs and the heads just fall off of people.
I didn't see the end of Ghosts of Mars for 2 years because I'd put it on and just fall asleep every time. It was the weirdest thing. It worked perfectly.
I still think it's weird going back and seeing Jason Statham with hair. Yes. It's bizarre. It feels odd. It feels wrong.
It's got what's her name? The lady from Species as well, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. She was. I mean, you could tell she was a stellar actress when you watched that movie, couldn't you?
I keep wanting to rewatch Species because I do remember it being good, but then I remember how grimy it is, and it's like,
I think it's mostly good because of the boobs and the softcore sex rather than anything about the good storytelling.
Right. So what you're saying is that 16-year-old me really liked it, but 40-year-old me is probably going to be a little bit like, this is a bit grimy.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's why I liked it when I watched it.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything like, whoa, this movie's so rad. I was just like, boobs. Woo.
Agent 616 says, is that the remake where they never go to Mars? Yeah. They never go to Mars. It is.
One of John Carpenter's less good films. One of his worst, I'd say. It is one of his worst.
Indeed. So, let's get out of here then, because Andy will have to get himself ready for his own streaming, and I will have to go and see my wife and say hello.
Oh my God.
So, thank you very much, everyone, for taking part, and thank you for listening. As I say, hopefully next time it'll be a little less slapdash, because I now know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Woo!
Excellent. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah.